Hello, welcome to the channel. My name is Claudia. Please subscribe if you haven't already. In this channel, I will be talking about lifestyle, art, graphic design, and everything else in between, right? But for today's video, I will be talking about specifically 23 things that I have learned as I enter the new age of 23. Right, and there has been a lot, and these are just some tips, advice that I wish that I had gotten or like learned faster on my own in order to get me to where I am now, but also like maybe ahead in the future, right? Kind of like big sister advice, right? But yeah, so I wrote some stuff down. And take everything I'm saying with a grain of salt, right? This is my own life, and these are just tips that I wish I would have gotten sooner, right? But yeah, let's get into it, right? So first one's first, don't have so many jobs, right? I have been notorious for being a major job hopper, right? I will say that off right off the bat. I didn't used to always like staying at a job for so long, like minimum was like, oh no, maximum I would say like 6 months, and I'm like, I really don't like this, right? And I would just go on to the next job. I would say if you can, right, hold it down for as long as you can, and kind of keep moving with it, right? You never know where that job will take you. If you see some opportunities for growth, ask about it, talk, speak up about it to whoever your higher ups are in regards to, seeing if you can move up, right? I'm one for don't leave the company, leave the job type of person. Now, my mentality that I have, right, there's always different departments that you can go to, wherever level pretty much you're at, right? If you're maybe like working retail or food service, there's always different departments you can go into, and there's always a corporate level, if you stay with the company for the most part, right? So that's a big one for me. I would say number 2, right? Don't follow all the trends. It is so easy to get caught up in trends nowadays, but even like way back then, right? There's always something trending, right? And it changes. I would say that sometimes trendy things, they don't last long, and sometimes, they might not even be your style. You're just trying to keep up with the trends, keep up with what's going on, right? Try not to do that, right? If you can, make your own style. Don't keep up with the trends, because it gets expensive trying to keep up with all these trends that come and go, like it's like clockwork. It's like month to month a new trend, right? So if you can, don't follow all of them. Like, it's cool to be trendy, but for the most part, it's like, this is getting expensive, right? I always recommend thrifting. It's super fun, right? And you can try out your style. You can try out what you like, what you don't like, and like, you're not, too much in a budget constraint, right? With that, you can do as much as you can with that. And for the most part, the trends end up at the thrift store when they just don't work out or last, right? So you have that option. Number 2, start saving your money. Start, right? It took me a while to get good and comfortable with money. I feel like I had to fail first a couple times, overspend, I would say, maybe, right? Just buy things that really didn't have any meaning or like long-term value, to get good at money now and like really understand the value, right? Going to work and this is what I'm spending my money on, right? And then that savings account, right? Build that up as whenever you can, as high as you can, right? Putting some aside each paycheck or, each birthday gift that you get, right? Like birthday money, anything like that, right? That's always really important to put aside for like a rainy day. You never know. A high yield savings account, an IRA account, Roth IRA, that's always really helpful, right? Number 3, don't overspend on like anything. Sometimes it's just not necessary, right? That goes for like electronics. I constantly have to buy new chargers. I don't know what it is. Like, I feel like I'm cursed with phone chargers or computer chargers or just chargers in general. Like, I'm somehow spending like at least $20-$40 a month on chargers that don't work, or they break, or like I just misuse them, I misplace them, so take care of your stuff, right? That is number 1. for the people out there who are going to school or, you know, high school or like, you know, university, uni, all that, take it seriously, right? You want to get in and get out as soon as possible, right? If you can, right? Sometimes some majors take a little bit longer than others, but really focus in on what you're doing, you know, like use all the resources that they're giving you, use them, right? To the best of your abilities moving forward, because your educational career is also going to transition into your job career, right? What you want to do long term, right? So that's really important. I don't know what number I'm on. I think I'm on 4 or 5. Gain a skill that will make you money, right? Like I just said about education, using up all the resources that professors or you know, the school in general gives you, right? Peers. Still find a skill that can make some money, right? And that could be anything. That could be hair, that could be cosmetology in general, right? That whole umbrella, doing lashes, waxing, right? Anything, tutoring others, right? It's a skill that you know how to do well, and or a subject that you know how to teach well, right? Anything, right? Pretty much anything. Just be able to make money and transition, and, you know, always be able to learn and be willing to learn a new skill, right? That's super important. Another one, right? Figure out what your hobbies are. What do you like to do? What's fun, right? I know it's super fun to go shopping. It's super fun to like go out there and just kind of like do whatever, right? But find out what you like to do, right? Is it hiking? Is it biking? That rhymed. Is it art? Is it organizing? Like, what do you like to do? Do you like to organize? You know what I mean? Do you like to work out? Do you like to volunteer? Do you like to anything? Like, what's your hobby? Like, what do you do outside of work, right? What do you do outside of spending money? Like, have something to talk about, right? Do you like to travel? Where do you like to travel? Do you like to eat? Like, what are you a foodie, right? Like, what is it that you like? What else is it? Try to be present too. That is number one, right? I know that sometimes it is really difficult to not constantly be on your phone and like social media in general, but try to definitely like get off of it, right? Detox for a little bit, a day, a couple hours, right? Challenge yourself if it's really difficult, if you find yourself like doom scrolling consistently or constantly throughout the days and stuff like that, the weeks. Like, you know how your phone will give you like screen time and stuff, like, you know, kind of pay attention to that. Like, what am I doing? I know for me, sometimes it can get pretty high because like I like to watch Netflix or, you know, any type of streaming service on my phone. Then occasionally, like, you know, I'll go surf the web, right? But for the most part, I don't have any social media. So I try to like just keep off and, you know, try not to like doom scroll with whatever I'm doing, especially YouTube, right? Yeah. What else? Creating more than you consume, right? I'm a creative. I love art. I love digital art. I love painting. Like any medium that you can honestly think of, I have tried it. And I love all of them, right? But for the most part, I would say creating more than you consume is super, super important, right? Yeah. What's another one? Oh, be optimistic, right? See the positivity. I always tell myself, right, if I'm having like, you know, not so great of a day, I write down what is the best scenario, like what is the best outcome that could possibly happen today. Even though maybe I'm having a rough day, I still write it down like, okay, this is the best case scenario of what could happen if my day flips up, right? So yeah, be optimistic, right? Be excited about literally going outside to work, right? I know it's difficult sometimes, but if you can like find some spark in there about your daily routines that may seem monotonous, do it, right? Taking care of your health and your body. Oh, that's super, super important. Yeah, taking care of yourself, right? Drinking your water, taking your vitamins if you have your vitamins. I personally don't take any vitamins. I need to take some. Eating healthy is super important too, right? Whatever that may look like for you. But yeah, right? I would say cutting back on fast food in my end, right? That's what eating pretty healthy looks like. Eating pretty clean is just staying away from any fast food really in general. Yeah, and then like over consuming anything pretty much, right? I would say, then staying fit, right? Like exercising is super, super important, and making sure to keep your mental good too, right? Like you want to have a healthy mind, healthy body, right? It all functions together. That's super important. But yeah. Oh, skincare routine, right? I am someone who has struggled with acne in the past, right? If you have acne, or just some sort of like skincare regimen, keep that up, right? That's super important. I manage my acne, right? And so moving forward with everything, I like to make sure that I have that all straight and figured out, right? Okay, and then we have a couple more, right? Next on the list is, sorry, I lost count. Maintain a reasonable sense of values, right? And I say that to say, like, have a set of values when it comes to what you're doing, whether it's career, whether it's your relationships, right, with your friends or a romantic partner, whatever it is, right? Boundaries almost is kind of in that same aspect that I'm trying to talk about, whatever values that you have, right? And then also too, that comes along with having a healthy trust for people, having a healthy distrust as well, right? Just knowing yourself, following your instinct, and sticking to who you are, right? Let's see what else. This one's kind of like in between of like everything I'm talking about in regards to like money, right? Don't equate your success with money, right? I know that we value ourselves based on how much money we can make. Some of us do, right? Sometimes I do that to myself. I'm like, okay, I need to earn more money to feel more valuable, right? To others around me in a way, right? What I'm wearing, how I look, what I'm able to give, right? But don't do that, right? Don't equate your success with money or vice versa. I feel like that's never healthy, especially like if you're trying to like build, and it takes time to build things, so yeah, give it time, right? Couple more. Make time for reflection. Reflect on your day, right? If you're having not so good of a day, reflect what's going on. How did it start? What happened, right? Maybe like, what are your triggers? What are some points you need to work on? Like, what is it that keeps you excited? What is it that gets you stressed? What is it that makes you have low energy from time to time, right? That's super, super important to just know yourself, right? Let's see what else. Making peace with your past, whatever it is that you have going on, right? Don't bring it into today or tomorrow, right? Like, keep moving forward. That is so important, whatever it is that you have going on in life, right? This is a big one, right? What other people think of you is none of your business, right? It really isn't. You, right? That's when it comes to those values and those boundaries that you have in those reflection periods. You know who you are. So don't, try to get tripped up on what someone thinks of you or what someone else told you about you, right? Like, be confident. You are a confident person, right? And remember that. Like, I would say also to get rid of anything that isn't beautiful or joyful within your surrounding area, right? Your home, or maybe your office space, or your car, right? Like, if it's like, what is this here for, right? Like, no serving, no purpose, get rid of it, right? And I say that to say, like, get rid of anything that you feel maybe draining you, like whatever it is, it could be an item, it could be like something that's just old in your home and it's like, yeah, I don't think this is working anymore. Get rid of it, right? Like, no hoarding, basically, right? If it has no use and it's not beautiful, why? You're right. Lastly, practicing meditation, just sitting down, no phone, no electronics, no distraction, just relax, relax, right? That goes back to that reflection point, taking time to reflect. And I know it's not always, possible. Like, we get very busy in our lives, right? But when you can, do it. Yeah, it's important. But yeah, so those are the 23 things that I wish, I would have picked up sooner, or someone would have told me. Like I said, big sister to little sister advice moving forward with everything in life, and like I said, this is my life, and this is advice that I wish I would have gotten sooner than later, right? But yeah, so like I said, take everything with a grain of salt and apply it to your life if you want to. If not, don't worry, keep doing you, boo. Bye.